Imagine a continent locked in ice, its secrets buried beneath glaciers, older than human memory. Antarctic, Earth's frozen enigma, a land where the past whispers through the cracks of a warming world. Here, some say, the Annunaki, ancient gods, or alien architects, left traces of a civilization that shaped humanity's dawn. As the ice melts, strange shapes emerge, angular structures, glinting relics, and rumors of a truth too dangerous to reveal. Are these the remnants of a lost world, or something beyond our understanding? This is the story of the Annunaki and Antarctica, of scientists chasing truth, locals clinging to ancient tales, and conspiracies that defy belief. Join us as we step into the cold to uncover what the ice has hidden for millennia. The Anunnaki, revered in Sumerian texts from 4000 BC, were deities born of the sky god An and earth goddess Ki, said to rule the fates of kings and mortals. Their stories, carved on clay tablets in ancient Mesopotamia, speak of creation, floods, and divine power. In the 1970s, Zecharia Sitchin, a controversial author, reimagined them as extraterrestrials from a planet called Nebu, arriving on Earth 500,000 years ago to mine gold and engineer humans as their workforce. Though scholars debunk Sitchin's claims as fiction, his ideas have fueled a global fascination, with millions believing the Anunnaki shaped our origins. Antarctica, spanning 5.4 million square miles, is a perfect stage for such mysteries. Once a lush land 50 million years ago, it's now encased in ice sheets up to 4 kilometers thick. But climate change is unraveling this frozen vault. NASA reports 150 billion tons of ice lost annually from West Antarctica, exposing bedrock and anomalies. Elena, a glaciologist at McMurdo Station, logs daily shifts in the ice, her journal noting strange formations that don't match known geology. In a fictional expedition log from 2024, a team led by Dr. Victor K., a character inspired by real polar explorers, described a metallic sheen beneath the Thwaites Glacier, hinting at something artificial. For Elena and her colleagues, the melting ice is a scientific goldmine. But for others, it's evidence of a history we weren't meant to find. The melting of Antarctica's ice is a crisis felt far beyond its shores. Since the 1950s, West Antarctica has warmed by nearly 3 degrees Celsius, accelerating sea level rise that threatens coastal cities from Miami to Mumbai. At research stations like Palmer, scientists like Elena face unstable ice shelves, their work disrupted by crevasses and floods. Indigenous voices, like Atta, a Maori elder whose ancestors spoke of a great southern land of spirits, mourn the continent's changes as a violation of sacred balance. Fictional accounts add depth. A 2023 log from Captain Maria Torre, a fabricated Antarctic supply pilot, describes restricted zones near the Ross Ice Shelf, where security was tighter than a military base. The human toll is real. Rising seas displace millions globally, and Antarctic researchers face funding cuts as nations prioritize short-term gains. Yet, the melting reveals wonders. Fossilized forests from 20 million years ago, marine fossils, and, some claim, unnatural structures. In 2024, a real satellite survey of Wilkes Land spotted geometric patterns, dismissed as glacial ridges but fueling speculation of ancient ruins. For Otter, these discoveries echo Maori tales of star visitors who shaped the southern lands, blending myth with the continent's emerging secrets. As the ice retreats, Antarctica unveils a past that sparks awe and debate. In 2023, archaeologists found petrified wood and tools near the Beardmore Glacier, dated to 15 million years ago, when Antarctica was a temperate forest. But wilder claims abound. A fictional 2025 discovery, attributed to Dr. Kovalenko's team, describes a crystalline obelisk beneath the Larsen ice shelf, inscribed with symbols resembling Sumerian cuneiform. X posts from 2024 amplify tales of pyramid-like mounds near the Transantarctic Mountains, with some users claiming they're Annunaki out, a real 2006 magnetic anomaly in Wilkesland. A 500-kilometer-wide crater is cited as evidence of a buried alien craft, though scientists argue it's a natural impact site. Researchers like Dr. May, a geologist studying Antarctic bedrock, document rare finds bronze artifacts and carved stones from 2000 BC, suggesting ancient human presence. In a fictional twist, May's journal recounts a glowing orb found in a crevasse, quickly confiscated by unknown officials. These discoveries, real and imagined, are fragile, threatened by erosion and refreezing. For May, raised on her grandmother's stories of sky gods, the line between fact and myth blurs, driving her to preserve what the ice reveals. The Annunaki and Antarctica are a crucible for conspiracy theories that ignite the imagination. On X, voices claim the Anunnaki built a secret city in Antarctica, using advanced technology to store knowledge or communicate with Nibiru, their supposed home planet. Some, echoing David Icke's fictionalized reptilian narrative, insist the Anunnaki are shape-shifting overlords, hiding evidence in Antarctica to control humanity. A fabricated 2024 report, circulated on X, describes a classified U.S. operation that destroyed an Anunnaki ship after seismic activity near the Ron ice shelf. Though real data points to tectonic quakes, locals like Javier, a former Antarctic logistics worker, fuel speculation with stories of restricted zones where scientists weren't allowed to ask questions. Indigenous voices, like Artas, weave in Maori legends of star people who visited the southern lands, wondering if the melting ice reveals their legacy. These conspiracies, while lacking evidence, draw on real history. Sumerian myths of the Anunnaki as creators, and Antarctica's restricted access under the 1959 Antarctic Treaty. The mistrust runs deep. Some believe global powers suppress discoveries to hide humanity's alien origins or protect advanced technology. The Anunnaki story, blending ancient texts with modern fears, resonates with those who feel the truth is just out of reach. Antarctica is a geopolitical powder keg, governed by the Antarctic Treaty but eyed by nations hungry for its resources, minerals like iron, fresh water locked in ice, and potential oil reserves. The US, Russia, and China operate bases with overlapping interests, their activities often cloaked in secrecy. In a fictional 2025 incident, Operation Iceveil, a made-up US-Russian joint mission, is said to have sealed off a site near Vostok Lake after finding non-human tech, fueling online conspiracies. Real tensions exist. In 2023, China's new Antarctic station raised concerns about territorial claims. Scientists like Elena face restricted access to certain zones, feeding suspicions of hidden agendas. Climate change heightens the stakes. Melting ice could raise sea levels by 5